Hello, romance. Ashley Collins, aka The Onto Dragons. Welcome to my YouTube channel, The Breakup Diaries. So this is gonna be like a 3-part video. I should do them separately, right? Like I should probably like record one, change bras, do another one, etc., etc. But it's like it feels forced and fake, and like I don't know. I'm kind of in a I care, but I also don't give a fuck kind of mood. And okay, so I'll share my thoughts and feelings as we go throughout this video. Thank you so much for tuning in and dealing with my chaos. So firstly, a very, very, very close friend of mine. Oh my gosh, how long have we known each other? I've known her. I've known her since my very first breakup. But yeah, before that actually. Yeah, before that we oh my god, I guess it's been over 10 years, maybe 12 years, but anyway, it doesn't matter how long we've known each other. But when I first met her, she was going through a huge health crisis, going in and out of the hospital, getting misdiagnosed, and she was finally years later diagnosed with Crohn's disease. And she just did an interview with a magazine, and I was just like, I was reading it, and I recalled those memories. I recalled her texting. I recalled her being like, I'm in the hospital again. I was like, being very scared and worried for her. And now seeing her now, being brave enough to talk about it, and I was like, I should, first of all, super proud to have her as a friend and associate with her and have her in my life. We we go way, way back watching Supernatural, Doctor Who, oh my gosh, Sherlock, the BBC Sherlock. But also, the Robert Downey Jr. version was obviously awesome. But come on, Benedict Cumberbatch is like, he is Sherlock, you know? But if you haven't watched it, you should definitely check it out. I don't know where you can find it. I don't know. But okay. So reading the article about her health journey, I want to talk a little bit about what's going on with me physically. I've talked about it here and there, how I've been feeling like not normal. I've been feeling like off ever since October 2020. And right now it is April. Yes, it is April 2021. And it hasn't gotten better. Okay, so what's happening with me right now? So everything smells rotten. Literally everything smells like shit. And as a result, the taste, I can't really taste. I can taste fruit, and I can taste like a salad, like if it's a really tart dressing, I can taste that. I think it's because of the high acidity. But other than that, I work at a seafood restaurant right now. We're gonna get into that like at the end of the video. But I can't really enjoy the taste of salmon. I can't really enjoy the taste of chowder because it tastes rotten. It tastes bad. And as a result, you would think that I'm losing weight, especially since I'm on my feet again. Like I said, I'm working in a restaurant again. Yay. So I'm constantly walking, I'm constantly active, but like I'm still very bloated. I'm very, very bloated. My mouth is very dry. It's like very bad cotton mouth. It's gonna be very TMI, forgive me, but my waist is kind of like borderline watery, if that makes sense. And there's a constant-ish discharge of yeast. And I know what you're thinking, like just like go to the corner store, go to the Walmart and like get a yeast infection prescription thingy. And I've done that several times, but it's like it doesn't burn and it doesn't itch. It's just, it sometimes happens like the yeast discharge. So yeah, I talked to a couple of people about it. One person said it's maybe a gut issue, something wrong with my gut. Maybe something's wrong with my kidney, maybe something's wrong with my liver. Maybe it's like maybe the sinus infection has gotten so severe, because I did go to the hospital and they diagnosed me with a sinus infection. And I know that I completely understand that with COVID, everyone's going to the emergency room thinking like, am I dying? And it's like, I understand that the nurses are tired, but I wish that maybe she had listened to me more, because the prescription that she gave me, obviously, like, and like I said, I haven't lost my smell. I can smell, just everything just smells like shit. Literally shit. So that's where I am with my health right now. I'm tired. Very, very, very tired. And like I said, I was working from home for the majority of the pandemic, and now I'm working on my feet again in a restaurant. So maybe that's the result. You know, I'm also walking to the bus stop, so maybe that's another result. I think I get more than enough sleep. When I was working from home, I'd wake up at 8:30 a.m. But now lately I've been like waking up at like 10, 11. I'm just very tired. I've been taking like multivitamins every day, energy pills every day, but like I just still, I don't have the energy like I used to. So there's that. Sorry if that was TMI. Next I want to talk to you about a friend of mine passed last year. And I think about him a lot. Maybe too often. And I remember we would call each other or text each other late at night, and we just talk shit, talk about literally nothing. And he would always say, I'm trying to be the change that I want to see. I'm trying to be the change that people want to see. He was just so nice and so kind. And we're going to segue to the last good day. I've been thinking about the last good day that I've had with relationships, with school, with work, you know. At first I wanted to make this all about like, what was the last good memory I had with my exes. I know that I've talked about my first kiss. One of my favorite memories with one of my exes was we drove to St. Augustine, and we just bar hopped. We ate in front of the water, you know, and like that's what I consider. And we also did a carriage ride, you know, and that's what I consider the last good day before everything just fell to shit. With my most recent ex, we drove to Clearwater Beach, and we had like no money at all. Like we should not have driven that far. But we just walked on the water and just talked and laughed, and it just has me thinking a lot about how like you don't know, you never realize that this is going to be the last moment that you have with someone. I try to live my life like every moment is my last. You know what I'm saying? Like, what if this is our last interaction with each other? What if I never see you again? You know, like, what if we stop becoming friends tomorrow? Oh my God, like, I've had so many last good days with friends. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, like, I'm just of the mindset that my focus is trying to get out of debt. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's my main priority right now in life. Trying to get out of debt and finding a good, decent, honest, emphasis on honest job, you know? So I try not to hold on to grudges, because it's like I can't carry that. You know, like I'm worried about what I'm going to eat tomorrow. Like I don't have time for your grudges, you know? So like when someone says to me that like, oh, well, you did this and you said this and it really hurt my feelings, and I'm like, what? Why didn't you say something then? Like, it's so interesting how we interact with each other as humans, as adult humans. You know what I'm saying? Like, we hold on to these grudges. It's like, I didn't even know that was a problem. I didn't even know that was a big deal to you. Like, why didn't you say something then? Also, why are you carrying that? Why are you holding on to that? There are so many more other things to worry about in life. I don't know. Like, I guess my priorities are just so massively different from other people. I don't know. I'm very career driven. I'm very, very, very career driven, you know? And unfortunately, I guess, relationships come close to last. And I think that as a result, I'm burning bridges. I'm burning bridges that I didn't even know that I'm doing. Like maybe I kind of pictures myself like as I'm walking, right? Like I'm crossing this bridge, and as a result, like there's flames behind me, and I didn't even know that I'm doing that. But okay, so that was completely random. We're already 10 minutes in. Like, what's the main point? What's the main focus? I think that we can use memories as a good thing. We don't need to look at the bad stuff. We don't need to say that I remember every bad thing that you did to me, because it's like, why? With my friend that passed, I hope his last thought wasn't, man, fuck that dude who did me wrong. I hope that wasn't his last thought. I hope that's not any of our last thoughts. So, how do you move on from that one bad day that ruined everything? Your life is a collection of every person that you've interacted with up until this moment, right? So in a way, can't you just say thank you? Can't you stop saying that this is good and this is bad, that it just is, and thank you for that memory? Can we not do that? Recall your life before that moment, right? You were happy before that moment. You were blissful before that moment. And just, I wish there kind of was a delete button in life, right? Where it's like, oh, like this is so nice. And it's like you cringe. It's like, oh, I remember that moment happened. Oh my gosh, I can't believe that I did that. And it's like, no, like, you don't have to recall that. You can just let that go because it's not useful to you. And that's how you age, and that's how you get wrinkles, and that's how you turn into a bitter old person. Believe me, I've met those people. Oh my God. At the this breakfast spot that I used to go to. I haven't been there in a while. But there was just one guy, and he was just so bitter and angry. And I'm like, I don't want to be like that person. I don't. I did an interview. I've been doing so many fucking job interviews, by the way. But you think I'd be a pro at it by now. But oh my God, I had this interview today. And I know the person. I know the person who's in charge. And I was like, fuck, like, do they hate me? Like, do they have a good memory with me? Like, did I offend them at some point in life that they'd be like, oh, I can't work with Ashley Collins, you know? like, fuck, there you go, burning bridges again, Ashley. But, this wasn't the interview today, but before they asked, what do you want to be remembered for? And I said, I just want to be remembered for, she was always smiling. Good, bad, whatever. You want to, whatever adjective or adverb that you want to use. I don't know, English. Whatever word you want to use, she was always smiling. That's it. That's what I'd like to be remembered for. Replace the memory. Replace that bad memory. And I wish we could call that word bad something else. Can we just say that the shift, the transition, the last good day? Why can't we just call it that? Why do we have to associate it with bad so you don't go back to that again? I mean, isn't that the definition of insanity? Repeating the same thing over and over and over again? You know what I'm saying? Like, and even if it does happen again, maybe you didn't learn your lesson the first time, or it's just life. It's just life. Being 32, I've had also with my health, I'm having a lot of deja vu issues. But I'm learning that almost every interaction is like a deja vu thing. Like, oh, we've had this conversation before, or maybe I've had this conversation before. I've had this interaction before, so now it's a great opportunity to shift it. You know, to shift it and reverse it, to adapt. You know, to do something, to make a different choice, to make a stronger choice. You know, I think it's a sign of maturity to let things go that don't belong to you anymore. They don't belong in your memory bank. You know, it's like your mind is a hard drive, right? But your laptop can only hold so much memory before you have to start deleting stuff, right? So And like I said, also it just makes you old and it makes you heavy. And that's how you get wrinkles, like I said. Why are you keeping track of your pain? Why do you keep nursing your wounds? That's not going to help with your health at all. Just let it go. Let it go and move on. Okay? I think some of us are infatuated with our pain, right? What is infatuation, right? With infatuation, we feel this immediate connection of like, it's like you're on cloud nine, but you're not aware that it's still a cloud and you're gonna fall and you're gonna crash, you know? As opposed to love. Love is, I see the good and I see the bad in you, but I still choose to stay. I see the good and I see the bad in you, but I choose to love you anyway. You feel massive empathy toward people. Since I'm bartending again, obviously you have those buffoons. I mean, I'm guilty. I can be one of them too. Those people who are just like so drunk off their ass, and it's like people tend to like get angry with them. The people tend to get pissed off with them. It's like you're yelling at me, I'm gonna yell back at you. It's like, no, you don't match their energy. You're not supposed to match their hatred, their riled upness. Not a word, but what you're supposed to say is, you're having a last good day, and I see you. Been there. I hear you. Okay? So I'm gonna make you another drink, but instead of putting vodka in it, it's just gonna be straight water. I think I've been so into the internet world that I've completely forgotten what people are like in real life. And it's such a it's kind of like a smack in the head. You know, it's like I forget that people are so stuck in their own world that maybe they're being a bit neglectful. Maybe they're being a little lazy. You know what I'm saying? And it's like they're not even aware of what they're doing. They're not doing it intentionally. They just are. You know? So instead of me getting riled up and me getting angry and pissed off, which I can tend to do. I can tend to do it. I need to step back and be like, I have no idea the moment before. I have no idea what they're thinking about right now. Maybe this is their escape. You know, maybe this is, you know. So stepping back and being more empathetic and seeing people with love. I remember once somebody asked me, would I do an interview with a racist, like they're well known, like they wear it proudly that they're a racist, and I was like, yeah, why not? They're just a human. We give too much power to humans. They're just a human. I made a caption the other day talking about, and when I was speaking with Warren and Suge, talking about, they said, no, it wasn't Warren and Suge, forgive me, but also check out the interview with Warren and Suge. But I was talking to Matthew and Meredith, and they were saying how you shouldn't meet your heroes, because then you'll be disappointed. And I was like, yeah, I shouldn't want to meet them. No one is better or worse than another human being. I think it's all about your financial status and the power that we allow them, the power that we give them. This person makes $1 million. Oh my God, they're famous, they're celebrity. This person takes really great selfies and sells skincare products as a result. Oh, they're fancy, they're a celebrity. This person is pushing a shopping cart full of their clothes on the street and asking for $1. And you're like, ugh, don't talk to me. What's the difference between you giving that person who sells makeup products $50, but you can't give that person $1 because they're going to use that dollar to buy drugs? That's their choice. That person's going to fucking use the money to fucking buy drugs too. You know, like, what's the fucking difference? I don't know. Okay. What a rant. I wasn't really planning on recording today. Last topic, and then I have to go. I gotta go to the store and buy tampons. TMI, but like also the first half of the video was TMI too. But also, it's a good thing that I have my period. Do you not want me to have a period too? Like God, on top of all my other health problems, I don't have a period anymore. Like, can you imagine? Oh God, I would cry. Okay, so let's talk about tipping. I know what you're thinking. It's not my job to pay your employee. It's your job to make sure that you're paying your staff well enough, right? And I don't know the history of tipping very well, but I can tell you that it was designed to like I said, have employers give you the bare minimum in order to make sure that you have a sustainable life, right? Also, like, not every restaurant is like that. I'm sure that if you work for one of those most elite restaurants like Ruth's Chris, I'm sure that you're set with life. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm sure that you're content with being a bartender for the rest of your life, right? But let's be practical. Let's be realistic. Some people are working in this restaurant as a transition in life. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like if your mindset is, I'm going to go out to eat, but I'm not going to tip, then you shouldn't go out to eat in the first place. If your mindset is, I'm going to go out to eat, but I can't afford to tip, then don't go out to eat. Go to McDonald's, son. Go to Panera. You know what I'm saying? Order a pizza. No, even then you have to tip the driver. You know what I'm saying? Because, like, they need gas money. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's so frustrating and fascinating to me that I can't believe I chose the word fascinating, but it's true though. Like, it's so frustrating and fascinating to me that that we're all expecting the government to take care of us during this lockdown, but you won't fucking take care of your neighbor. Like, you literally, your neighbor is the local Pizza Hut driver, but you don't want to take care of them, but you want the government to give you to hand you $1,200. That makes no sense to me. Like, we could do this ourselves. We could do it each other. You know what I'm saying? And it's just 20%. That's just $5. How do you tip? Okay. I can't believe, forgive me. I can't believe that I had to teach grown-ass people this. Because this is not your first time in a restaurant. You know what I'm saying? Like, it always blows my mind when people ask me, how do you tip? Because it's like, is this your first time on planet Earth? Like, are you new to America? You know what I'm saying? Like, cause like, if that's the case, if you're an alien, I'll teach you how to tip. If you're from Europe, I'll teach you how to tip. But no, you were born and raised in Des Moines, right? So you know that if the bill is $10, take that first number and multiply it by 2. Just tip $2. If your bill is $100, take those first 2 numbers and multiply it by 2. Tip $20. That's it. It's so fucking easy. It's just simple math. You know what I'm saying? Like, leaving. Also, maybe you're thinking it's all about the service, right? It's all about the service. Like, if they cater to me, great. And if they don't, I'm going to leave them nothing. You don't know what's going on behind the scenes. Trust. You don't. And I think that it's more of like a trickle down effect. Right? So if the management is really shitty, right, it's going to fall down to the servers. If the kitchen staff are arguing with each other, it's going to trickle down to the servers and to the bartenders. Unfortunately. And then that's how you get the bad reviews. You know? Like, oh, you know what else frustrates me? This is going to sound so bad. But this is a long video though anyway. I'm sure no one's going to watch to the end. But and if you did, thank you. There's no prize, but thank you. But you know what frustrates me is when people sit down and they ask, so what's good on the menu? The internet's been in existence for over 30 years. You could have Googled that, bruh. Not my job. I don't know what you like to eat. What do you like? You like chicken? You like shrimp? And then when I suggest the most popular food items, they're like, I think I'll just get a salad. So what was the point of that interaction? You know what I'm saying? We just wasted 60 seconds of our lives. You already knew what you wanted in the first place. You know what I'm saying? Oh my God, the allergies. Oh my God. I'm working at a seafood restaurant right now, right? So of course I shouldn't have to worry about people with shellfish allergies. Had that the other night. And I was like, why would you come here then? Of course, there's going to be tons of cross-contamination because that is human error. You know what I'm saying? As tidy as we try to keep things, there's going to be a little bit of human error. And then what's going to happen is you're going to go to the hospital and you're going to sue the restaurant when it was your fault. You didn't take any accountability for your fucking health. That sounds really bad. What else? Grind my gears. I don't know what gluten-free means. I don't know what that means. And I don't care. You should know your health. I'm not your doctor. You know what I'm saying? Like, my job is to hand you your drinks, hand you your food, hand you your check. That's it. If you want to have a good banter, sure, if I'm slow. But if I'm busy, I can't talk to you. Don't you see I have a full bar, a full serve, full tickets overflowing for drinks that I have to make? Like, I can't talk to you right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's insane to me that people expect you to be like their best friend when you're fucking busy. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, I don't know. Like, I can't talk to you. Come back at a slower date. You know? So yeah, that's the rant for tipping. like I said, I know that it's not your responsibility to make sure that we're paid adequately. And I know that you're thinking, find a better job. Some of us are looking, but right now, this is it right now, you know? So if you don't feel like tipping, if you don't want to tip, then don't go out. You know what I'm saying? Because, like, I took a party of 14 people last night. And oh my God, you know what else pisses me off? Oh God, oh my God, I can't believe I'm going to say this out loud. What really, really pisses me off is when there are children around, right? And if it's a small child, I'll ask the parent, what would they like to drink? You know, like what would the my background's with Disney. What would the little prince or the little princess like? And then they ask the kid, what do you want to drink? And it's like, nope, you're the adult. You know what they like to drink. You know what I'm saying? Like, didn't ask them, I asked you. You ordered for your child. Another thing that pisses me off is when teenagers don't know how to fucking talk. Like, like they'll like look at their parents, be like, or they'll mumble. They'll be like, I want a Sprite. It's like, what'd you say? I want a Sprite. Bruh, this isn't gonna work for you later on in life. This is not gonna fucking work for you later on in life if you don't know how to fucking talk to people. Learn to talk to people now. This is a learning opportunity. You know what I'm saying? You want a Sprite? Say it louder. Say it with your chest. You know what I'm saying? Like, it just blows my mind. Like, oh my God. And also, like, how the parents will just let them disrespect you in front of your face. It's like, bruh, you have to teach them how to respect other human beings now at this point in life. You know what I'm saying? Like, treat your server the way that you would fucking treat your governor. Unless you treat your governor like shit too, but that's a whole another conversation on another day. But it's like someone ordered a Shirley Temple, which is Sprite and grenadine. It usually gets cherries, but it's like, you're a teenager. I'm not gonna put cherries in your fucking drink. Also, I'm busy. There's 14 of you, you know, and none of you ordered the same drink. You know what I'm saying? Like, they say, like, you're supposed to get the drink within 2 minutes, but when it's a party, it's gonna take at least 10 minutes, you know? So, I made the Shirley Temples, but I didn't put any cherries in it. Handed it to the little girl, and she's like, aren't Shirley Temples supposed to have cherries? And I said, yep. And I kept walking. Maybe that's why I didn't get tipped well, because because I answered your child. Like, oh God, the impatience and the lack of empathy, which is why I did not want to go back to the restaurant industry, because people are so rude for no reason. Like I said, maybe it's a sign of poor management, of lack of strong leadership. And I need to find someone that does have that kind of strong management team that can help combine people, where everyone's not yelling at each other when there's a rush. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think that the sign of a good leader is someone who leads by example. Someone who says that, someone who, when you're in the trenches, they're right there with you. Someone who anticipates needs. Someone who If we know that the rush is always at 8 o'clock p.m., we should be overly prepared for that. Overly prepared for that. Excuse me. As opposed to reacting at the last minute. Someone who your staff respects you so much that they think to themselves, I don't want to let them down, as opposed to thinking that I don't want to lose that tip. You know what I'm saying? Because the tip is going to come and go regardless. At the end of the day, I don't want to let my manager down because I respect them so much. I hold them to such high regard. You know? And I think that works with any industry, whether that be restaurants, solar energy, plumbing, you know, someone who already know what you're going to say and already have a solution for this. So as everyone calm down, because you know we're already prepared for this. That's it. Those are my 3 segments of rants. And this is going to be a treat trying to edit. Thank you so much if you watched to the end, thank you so much. Have a fantastic day that ends with a Y. Bye.